What if your liver has been filling up with fat for years, but your body never gave you one loud warning? No sharp pain, no obvious signal, maybe even a blood test that looked normal. But after 50, your body often starts whispering before it starts screaming. Your belly gets bigger, even when you are not eating much more. Your energy drops for no clear reason. Your blood sugar becomes harder to control. Your cholesterol starts creeping up. Your skin may itch, your feet may swell, and sometimes the warning signs show up in places you would never connect to your liver. Most men think fatty liver only happens to people who drink too much alcohol. But that is not the full story. Today, millions of men are developing fatty liver because of belly fat, insulin resistance, high sugar intake, processed foods, and years of quiet metabolic stress. And here is the dangerous part. Fatty liver can stay silent for years, until the damage becomes much harder to reverse. But there is good news. Your liver is one of the few organs in the body with an incredible ability to repair and regenerate, if you catch the warning signs early and give it the right support. So in this video, we are going to break down 8 fatty liver warning signs men over 50 should never ignore. Some of these signs may show up in your belly. Some may show up on your skin. Some may show up in your energy. And one may already be hiding inside your latest blood test. Make sure you watch until the end, because I will also show you what to ask your doctor for, and the simple daily habits that may help support a healthier liver naturally. So why is fatty liver more dangerous after 50? Because after 50, your body becomes less efficient at handling sugar, fat, alcohol, and processed foods. Muscle mass often goes down. Belly fat becomes easier to gain. Blood sugar, cholesterol, triglycerides, and blood pressure can slowly rise. And all of this puts more pressure on your liver. Your liver helps process sugar, break down fat, manage cholesterol, and clean waste from the blood. But when too much fat builds up inside the liver, it can trigger inflammation. Over time, that inflammation may lead to scarring, also called fibrosis. That is the dangerous part. Fatty liver is not just a liver problem. It is often a sign that your whole metabolism is struggling. It can be connected to insulin resistance, belly fat, high blood sugar, high cholesterol, and higher heart risk. That is why men over 50 should not ignore the warning signs. The earlier you catch it, the easier it may be to protect your liver and turn things around. Sign number 1, a hard belly, pot belly, or growing waistline. If your belly keeps getting bigger after 50, do not blame age too quickly. A growing waistline may be a sign of visceral fat, the deeper fat that builds around your organs. This matters because belly fat is strongly linked to insulin resistance, high blood sugar, high triglycerides, high cholesterol, and fatty liver. Your liver helps process sugar and fat, but when the body receives too much sugar, refined carbs, alcohol, or processed food, the liver can start storing extra fat inside its own cells. That is how fatty liver can begin quietly. This does not mean every man with belly fat has fatty liver, but if your waist is growing, your belly feels firm, and your blood sugar, cholesterol, or blood pressure are getting worse, it is worth checking. A simple question is, has your belt become tighter over the last year? If yes, your belly may be more than just a weight problem. It may be an early metabolic warning sign. Sign number 2, constant fatigue and low energy. If you are over 50 and feel tired all the time, do not blame age too quickly. Normal tiredness gets better after rest. But if you wake up tired, feel drained after meals, need more coffee in the afternoon, or lose motivation to walk and exercise, your body may be under metabolic stress. Your liver helps process food into energy, manage blood sugar, break down fats, and clean waste from the blood. When too much fat builds up in the liver, this system can slow down. You may not feel liver pain, but you may feel heavy, sluggish, and low on energy. Fatigue alone does not mean fatty liver. It can also come from poor sleep, thyroid problems, diabetes, low testosterone, heart issues, or medications. But if fatigue comes with belly fat, high blood sugar, high cholesterol, or high blood pressure, it is a warning sign worth checking. And the next sign may show up right under your ribs, where your liver sits. Sign number 3, discomfort in the upper right belly, under the right ribs. Your liver sits in the upper right side of your abdomen, just under your ribs. That is why pain, pressure, fullness, or a dull ache in this area should not be ignored, especially if it keeps coming back. Fatty liver often causes no symptoms in the early stages. But when symptoms do appear, trusted medical sources list fatigue and discomfort in the upper right belly as possible signs. This discomfort may feel like heaviness after meals, pressure under the ribs, or a dull pain on the right side. But here is the important part. This does not always mean fatty liver. Pain in this area can also come from the gallbladder, acid reflux, gas, muscle strain, or other digestive problems. So the real warning is the pattern. If right side discomfort comes with belly fat, constant fatigue, high blood sugar, high triglycerides, or high cholesterol, it is worth asking your doctor about a liver check. Do not panic, but do not ignore it either, because sometimes the liver does not scream. It simply creates pressure, heaviness, and discomfort in the place where it sits. And the next warning sign may show up somewhere completely different, on your skin. Sign number 4, long-lasting itchy skin, especially on your hands or feet. Itchy skin is easy to ignore. Most men think it is dry skin, aging skin, soap, weather, or allergies. And many times it is. But if the itching keeps coming back, especially on the palms of your hands or the soles of your feet, it can sometimes be linked to liver or bile flow problems. Here is the simple idea. Your liver helps make and move bile, a fluid that helps your body digest fat. But when bile flow is slowed or blocked, certain bile-related substances can build up in the body. This may irritate the skin and create itching, sometimes without a clear rash. This does not mean every itch is fatty liver, but if the itching is persistent, worse at night, or comes with fatigue, that is no longer just dry skin. That is a signal worth checking with your doctor, and the next warning sign is something you may actually see in the mirror. Small red marks on the skin that many men mistake for normal aging. Sign number 5, spider-like blood vessels on the skin. Look closely at your skin, especially around the face, neck, chest, shoulders, or arms. Do you see tiny red marks with a red dot in the center and small lines spreading outward like spider legs? These are often called spider angiomas. In many people, they can be harmless. One small mark does not automatically mean liver disease, but if you notice several of them, especially if they appear suddenly or keep increasing, it may be a sign worth checking. Why can this happen? When the liver is under long-term stress, it may not process hormones and blood flow signals as well as before. This can make tiny blood vessels near the skin expand, creating that spider-like pattern. This is more concerning if it comes with other warning signs: belly fat, constant fatigue, itchy skin, swelling in the ankles, yellow eyes, dark urine, or high blood sugar. So do not panic if you see one small red spot. But if you see multiple spider-like marks on your skin, do not just call it aging. Take a picture, track if they increase, and ask your doctor if your liver should be checked. Because sometimes your skin shows what your liver cannot say. And the next warning sign may show up lower in the body, around your feet and ankles. Sign number 6, swelling in the feet, ankles, or legs. If your socks leave deep marks, your ankles look puffy, or pressing your finger into the skin leaves a dent, that is called edema. Edema means fluid is building up in the tissues. Now, this does not automatically mean fatty liver. Swollen feet can come from standing too long, too much salt, poor circulation, heart problems, kidney problems, certain medications, or vein issues. But liver problems can also cause fluid retention, especially when liver disease becomes more advanced. That is why swelling should not be ignored if it comes with other signs. The key is the pattern. If your feet or ankles keep swelling for no clear reason, especially after age 50, do not just blame age or hot weather. Ask your doctor what is causing the fluid buildup, because swelling is not just a cosmetic problem. It can be a signal that your heart, kidneys, veins, or liver need attention. And the next sign is one of the most serious warning signs, because it may show up in your eyes. Sign number 7. Yellow skin, yellow eyes, or dark urine. This is one of the warning signs you should take seriously. If the whites of your eyes start looking yellow, your skin looks yellow, or your urine becomes dark like tea, your body may be building up too much bilirubin. Bilirubin is a yellow substance your body makes when it breaks down old red blood cells. Normally, your liver processes bilirubin and helps remove it through bile. But when the liver is stressed, damaged, or bile flow is blocked, bilirubin can build up in the blood. That is when yellow eyes, yellow skin, dark urine, pale stool, or itchy skin may appear. This does not always mean fatty liver. It can also happen with hepatitis, gallstones, bile duct blockage, alcohol-related liver disease, medication injury, or other serious conditions. But the key point is this: yellow eyes and dark urine are not normal aging. They are not something to ignore. If you notice these signs, especially with fatigue, right side belly pain, swelling, nausea, or loss of appetite, you should contact a healthcare provider as soon as possible. Because at this stage, your body may not be whispering anymore. It may be warning you clearly. And the final sign is different, because you may not see it in the mirror, but it may already be showing up in your blood test. Sign number 8. Your blood sugar, cholesterol, or blood pressure keeps getting worse. This is the hidden warning sign many men miss. You may not feel pain, you may not see yellow eyes, but your blood test may already be showing a problem. Fatty liver is strongly linked to insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, high triglycerides, high cholesterol, and metabolic syndrome. So if your A1C is rising, your fasting blood sugar is high, your triglycerides keep climbing, your HDL is low, or your blood pressure is getting harder to control, your liver may be under metabolic stress. This does not mean your liver is always the cause. But after 50, worsening blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure should not be treated as separate problems only. They may be connected to belly fat and fatty liver. Ask your doctor about liver enzymes, A1C, triglycerides, cholesterol, and whether you need a liver ultrasound. Sometimes the liver does not warn you with pain. It warns you through your numbers. So what should you do if you have 2 or 3 of these signs? First, do not panic, but do not ignore them either. Fatty liver is often silent, and many men do not know they have it until a checkup finds it. The smart move is simple. Ask your doctor to check what is really going on. You can ask about liver enzymes like ALT, AST, and GGT. You can also ask about fasting blood sugar, A1C, triglycerides, cholesterol, and blood pressure. If your doctor thinks it is needed, they may order a liver ultrasound or another imaging test to look for fat buildup or signs of scarring. And here is what you should not do. Do not start extreme detoxes. Do not take random liver supplements without asking your doctor. But the good news is this: for many men, fatty liver can improve with steady lifestyle changes. Start with the basics. Cut sugary drinks, reduce alcohol, eat more protein, vegetables, and fiber, walk after meals, lose weight slowly if you have belly fat. Even a small amount of weight loss can help the liver. The goal is not to fix everything in 1 week. The goal is to stop the damage early and give your liver a chance to recover. Next, let's look at the simple daily habits that may help support a healthier liver after 55. Daily habits that support a healthier liver after 50. Now, if you are over 50, and you are worried about fatty liver, the goal is not to do an extreme detox. The goal is to reduce the pressure on your liver every single day. Habit number 1. Cut sugary drinks. Soda, sweet tea, fruit juice, energy drinks, and sweet coffee can overload the liver with fast sugar. A simple first step is this: drink water, unsweetened tea, or black coffee instead. This one change can reduce a major source of hidden sugar. Habit number 2. Walk after meals. You do not need to start with intense exercise. A 10 to 15-minute walk after meals can help your body use blood sugar better. And when blood sugar is better controlled, the liver has less pressure to store excess energy as fat. Habit number 3. Build your meals around protein and vegetables. Start with eggs, fish, chicken, Greek yogurt, beans, or lean meat. Then add vegetables like broccoli, spinach, cabbage, asparagus, onions, or peppers. Protein helps you stay full. Vegetables give you fiber. Together, they help reduce cravings and support better weight control. Habit number 4. Reduce alcohol and processed foods. Alcohol, fried foods, packaged snacks, refined carbs, and fast food can all make the liver work harder. You do not have to be perfect, but if these foods are daily habits, your liver never gets a break. Start by cutting them down slowly. Habit number 5. Lose belly fat slowly, not aggressively. You do not need to crash diet. Even modest weight loss can help reduce fat in the liver. The key is consistency. Smaller portions, more walking, more whole foods, less sugar, less alcohol. Do that for weeks and months, not just a few days. Because fatty liver usually does not happen overnight, and it usually does not improve overnight either. But with the right habits, your liver can begin moving in the right direction. Fatty liver does not always start with pain. Sometimes it starts with a growing belly, low energy, strange itching, swelling in the ankles, or numbers on your blood test slowly moving in the wrong direction. And for men over 50, these signs should not be ignored. The good news is, your liver is not weak. It is one of the most resilient organs in your body, but it needs the right support. Less sugar, less alcohol, more real food, more walking, better weight control, and regular checkups. If you notice 2 or more signs in this video, do not panic, but do not wait either. Ask your doctor about your liver enzymes, A1C, triglycerides, cholesterol, and whether you may need a liver ultrasound. Because the earlier you catch fatty liver, the easier it may be to turn things around. Now tell me in the comments, which sign surprised you the most? Belly fat, fatigue, itchy skin, or blood sugar? And if you want to keep your liver, heart, kidneys, and blood sugar healthier after 50, make sure to watch the next video on the screen.